Hey guys, what's up? Alright, it's Mitch Powell here doing my Renaissance Humanism video again. You probably saw the three others on my channel. So yeah, alright, well, anyway, let's get started. My compatriots cannot be here today, so pay homage to them. We got Mr. Schwinks here, glasses, scouting away at the National Jamboree. Pretty awesome. And then Christian and Jacob. Yeah, I don't need to say anything else. Alright, moving on. Alright, my question today is, what caused 17th century thinkers to challenge the medieval view of the world? And my part of that question is Renaissance humanism. So, first I must tell you what Renaissance humanism is. Renaissance humanism was a movement to rediscover and bring back Greek and Roman ideas and all of their ideals as well. Like the perfect body, architecture, literature, lots of literature mainly, mathematics, art, etc. So, Renaissance humanism was especially predominant in Italy because they had close proximity to ancient Roman archaeological sites, so they could discover this stuff very easily. All they had to do was walk out to their backyard. Super easy, guys. Super easy. And so, to get started off, we may as well talk about the father of humanists, Petrarch. Here we go, guys. Petrarch. Petrarch was the father of humanists, most people call him. He started the humanist movement in Italy. Sorry, guys, I'm stuttering. In Italy, and is often credited for coining the term Dark Ages to refer to a time after the collapse of Rome, and etc. So, yeah. This dude's pretty important, guys. He just rediscovered Cicero's letters, ancient Roman guy, and so he pretty much started all of this stuff that's going on in the Renaissance humanist movement. They can thank this guy right here. And now, let's talk about the people who helped the humanists, because they couldn't do this all by themselves. They had to have some money. So they had to have patrons, and probably one of the best patrons is Lorenzo de' Medici. He got his, I should say, thing for supporting humanists and artists from his father and grandfather. His grandfather was Cosimo de' Medici, who was a humanist himself, and so he got his thing for donating to humanists from them. And he ruled the city of Florence, the epicenter of the Italian Renaissance, and a great humanist center. He also had many great artists were there during his time. Leonardo da Vinci, I'm sure Michelangelo stopped by, you know. And so now to the epicenter of the Italian Renaissance, Florence. Right here we have the Basilica of Santa Maria del Fiore, which means the Basilica of Saint Mary of the Flower, or a flower, or something like that. I don't know. It's Italian. Figure it out. Look at the Italian translation. Anyway, but yes, but this was the epicenter of the Italian Renaissance, right there in Florence, guys. I mean, look at this. We can see Greco-Roman architecture, domes, arches, etc. Just everything they were looking for, they could find here. So, and now finally, to probably the best example of humanists, what they wanted, the School of Athens. Renaissance art. Now this depicts the humanists' greatest, let's say, the greatest people they looked up to. We got Aristotle, Plato. And over here, yep, there, that's Socrates. These are the fathers of philosophy, guys. They pioneered the art of philosophy. And so these are the people who they looked up to. Even though some of their things they said that were wrong, they still looked up to them because they figured it was better than what they knew, which was true in some cases. And also we have the Greek perfect body, also embraced by Renaissance artists. Greco-Roman architecture, domes, arches, all the good stuff. And we also even have Alexander the Great here, founder of Alexander the Great's empire, and the guy who kickstarted Hellenistic culture, which was another culture they looked to for advice, sort of. They looked at their history. Because Europe had been a culturally stagnant area for about 1,000 years, as a matter of fact. They had cultural amnesia. They had forgotten their Greek and Roman ancestors and all their great deeds. And so they had to rediscover this during the Renaissance. And this is what sort of kickstarted the Renaissance, was the rediscovery of all these ideals. And there were people who just did this for a living. They looked this up and tried to do stuff with it. And so this is what humanists wanted right here. Now, let's go answer the main question, guys. What caused 17th century thinkers to reconsider the medieval view of the world? Or to challenge the medieval view of the world, sorry. Anyway, what caused them was the discovery of the Greek and Roman pieces of art, literature, etc. Because they realized that they had been very stagnant for several hundred years, and that what they had back then, knowledge-wise, was better than what they had now, with their church and other worldly based opinions and stuff. Like, they thought their whole life was to try and reach heaven, and now they realize that they can look toward more secular things and still get to heaven. I mean, you know. Well, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and sayonara.